Hey there, everyone. Welcome to episode 898 of the Mike from Maine show, the place where we do daily interviews with successful online entrepreneurs. This is your host, Mike Thomas, and today on the show, we have Tim Verdau on, and we're going to be talking about a magical software. And I say magical because this is something that we actually are putting out together. Brett Ritecki, Tim, and I are partnering to put out this amazing software that will allow you to use a psychological tactic to get more traffic. Now, this is something that's not just theoretical. We've used it on our own pages. We've actually been fooled by it ourselves in order to get more clicks from it. Check out this interview. I'm sure you'll be happy you did. Let's get into it. Here's Tim. We are here today with Tim Verdau. Tim, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're
welcome.
This is a very special interview today. Tim is actually partnering with Brett Ritecki and myself to launch a very special piece of software that we were really impressed with. So impressed with it that we decided to partner up with Tim and help him out with this launch. Tim, bring us into this. I'm going to have you actually tell us just a little bit about yourself and why you created this product. But to kind of prompt you for that, I'm going to read off the headline for this. It says here, need more traffic, leads, or sales? New software uses a sneaky psychological tactic that multiplies your traffic in just 60 seconds. So bring us in, tell us a little bit about yourself and what this product is all about.
Yes. Yeah. Well, so I'm Tim Verdau from the Netherlands. So I decided to make my own product because I believe that's the way to go. And Reengager, I really love this product. I already heard a lot of guys that they like the product because you already saw the sales page, the line that you just read. Mm-hmm. You get more traffic. Well, how do you get more traffic? By re-engaging people to your website. And the simple trick is to get people that are already on your website, but they leave the website, to get those same visitors back to your website and then convert them to an opt-in or to a sale or something else. So actually what you're doing is you take the same traffic. Many times people say, I need more traffic, but you don't need more traffic. You need the same traffic, but retarget them, re-engage them, get them back, and offer them something else that will bite in. So that's the idea behind Reengager. So that's how the idea started. The idea is not new. We see it all the time with the big guys. We see it on Facebook. We see it on Google. We see it on WhatsApp. The little number at the top, we'll discuss about that in a minute, I guess, where I show you how the plugin works. But all the big guys are using it. And I also saw the same product, or not the same product, a similar product before, but the execution failed in my eyes. That's also why I didn't buy the product, but I really liked the concept of the product. So I thought, well, I like this idea, but it has to be way better. And that's why I decided to recreate this whole plugin from the ground up. It's developed from the ground up. And I added all the features that I wish I would have in this plugin, so Reengager was there.
And I just want to, a few things here. First, I love the fact when people build things that they want for their own businesses, because you know that they're actually going to be useful. They're not just thinking to themselves, oh, I'm going to build this and sell this and make a ton of money. They're thinking, okay, I'm going to build this. I'm going to actually use it for my own websites and for my own business.
Exactly.
And at the same time, if I want to provide this and sell this to other people, then I can use that as a way of paying for the development of the software. You can actually get paid to create things that are useful for you. Second thing I wanted to mention here is you mentioned notifications and like from Facebook. I don't know about you, but right now in my browser, and I didn't set this up. I should have planned this, but I didn't. Right now, I actually have a Facebook tab that is open in my browser. Maybe some of you also that are watching this right now also have Facebook tabs open. If you look at your little tab on your browser, whether you're using Firefox or Chrome or Safari, I can see right now that I've got these two, like it says two. And right now in my head, I'm going, I wonder what those two things are. Am I getting a message? Am I getting a friend request? Am I getting, like, does someone tag me in something? Like, what is it? And I'll just click on it, not even really thinking about it anymore. I'll click on it. Last thing, is how many tabs we have open. And again, I didn't plan this, but I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 tabs open right now on my browser. And I'm sure some of you watching right now are going, well, I've got a lot more than you, or maybe some very rare few of you are maybe really anal about this and you only have like 1 or maybe 2 tabs open. But I'm pretty sure that most of you have a ton of tabs open on there. How many tabs do you have open, Tim? Or are you one of those good people?
No, I'm not one of those good people. Actually, I closed a lot of tabs because I had to do a demo today. But now at the moment I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tabs open. Yeah. And also a Facebook with the number 1, and I'm thinking, what's behind that
number
one?
There. And another thing I wanted to mention, just as a little side note, is when we were getting ready to launch this, I actually installed Reengager on MikeFromMaine.com, and I actually messaged Brett about this because I thought it was really funny. I was clicking on my own site. Because I had this notification coming up, and I knew it said, it says Mike from Maine with a little 1, but I was clicking on it and coming back to my own website, and I was just being like, oh, you're so stupid. Like you're being fooled by the thing that you're launching and that you know what it is, and I was even being fooled by it.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to know how many times I did that with developing the plugin. So my eyes went straight to the other tab. I clicked on it again because I was testing, but you automatically your eyes will be driven to the number in your tab, and you will click on it, and that's the strong point of Reengager that will draw people back to your website.
It's one of those things that it works well. And you mentioned the thing that stood out to me is this technology. I've actually promoted products that were similar to this, but the reason why Brett and I wanted to partner with you on this is we saw this and we noticed that you've taken it to the next level. You've made it into something that is which in my opinion is a better technology, has better features, and that's what this whole internet marketing thing is all about, is taking ideas. It doesn't even actually have to be internet marketing. This is what technology and moving forward is all about, is you take an idea and you make it better, you add to it, you build on it, and you make it into something that's even cooler than it already is. So one last thing before we open up for a demo for you here is I just want to talk about one more thing that I'm not even sure how much you actually know about this, but Brett and I actually used that technology from Reengager on our last product launch. We wanted to see what it would do on like a sales page with a ton of traffic coming in and see what the results would be. And we've put this on the actual sales page for the product. So anyone that's watching on MikeFromMaine.com right now, you can actually scroll down and see this. But it says here from the results, Brett actually was in charge of the test here, where he was able to test it on getting 3,000 people back to our site, back to our sales page, and from those 3,000 people that came back, so people that would have left and probably ended up closing down the tab, they came back, and we used the technology to have a buy button come up, and that resulted in 580 clicks direct to our checkout cart, which resulted in an estimated approximately $7,000 in additional revenue. So I can 100% say to you that this technology works. It's been tested, it's proven, it fools me, it fools other people, and it can get you more traffic and money. So thank you for that extra money, Tim. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You can send me a bill for that later on.
I also got a testimonial from some tester of me that also wrote back, man, Tim, this plugin is amazing. I wrote it down here. He said I got 54% more opt-ins than he normally had by using Reengager, and he had 29% more front-end sales because of using Reengager. Nice. So that's pretty impressive.
So it's not just us that are getting results with it, other people too?
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Cool, Tim. Why don't we do this? I'm sure everyone's going enough already. Let's see what this actually does. Let's see some examples of this. So when you're ready, go ahead and share your screen and take us through. Sure. Show us a little bit of the back end and how this actually works.
Yes. Can you see my screen now?
Not yet.
Not yet. Then it will be in a few seconds, I guess.
Oh, wait. Here we go. Yep, we got it.
Yes, you got my screen? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's great. So as you can see, I got Facebook. There's a new message there. So this is the big guy using the same technology. So yeah, this is Reengager, what you're seeing right here. And a little bit more behind my idea about Reengager is I've seen ideas before that could do one action, but what I really like to do is have multiple campaigns, so I can choose what campaign to run on which page on my website. So you have all different kinds of pages. Maybe you have different kind of sales pages. Maybe you're using WooCommerce to sell your products, and then it will be nice to have a custom offer on that particular page. So that's why I came to the idea that you can create all different kind of campaigns. So as you can see here, I hope you can see my screen good enough. I already zoomed in a bit, but you can do all different kinds of campaigns, image campaigns, YouTube campaigns, Google Maps, show height. I will show you in a minute. So you can use those campaigns on the page that you want to use it. And there's a little shortcode as you're seeing right here. The only thing you have to do is copy this little shortcode and then paste it on the page where you want to have Reengager activated. So let me go to one of my pages here. You see I'm always opening a new tab again. Let's see, a YouTube video. This is an empty page just for demo purpose. So normally you will have content on this page. So people are browsing your site and then suddenly they're leaving your website because they go to somewhere else. So when I leave the page, you will see that Reengager comes in action. You see here it says 20% off and it says a little number 1 here. You can customize everything in this tab. So normally you will see with other examples, there will be a number 1, just like you see with Facebook. That will draw the attention, but here you see the number 1 also in a little icon. You can change the number 1 to 2 or 3 or 4. You can change everything. You can change the favicon in here. You can change the number, the background of the number. It's really customizable, this plugin. But people left your website and they want to click back. They see get 20% off, and when people come back, look what happens. This is a YouTube video that pops up. This is actually the sales video from Reengager. And what you can do is you can just take a YouTube video and use that as a Reengager. When people come back, a YouTube video pops up and will automatically play in here. And you can add your own call to action button at the bottom of this video, and everything is customizable here. You can change the color of the background. Now it's black, but you can also make it blue if you want to. You can match it with your own website. You can add your own message here. You can change the font size, the font colors, the color of the background of the button. You can decide if it will open in a new tab or in the same tab. So this is just one single action of Reengager. When people come back to your website, you say, hey, I got a message, and this video is playing where you play your custom message to the people that re-engage with your website. So you can do any video you would like here. So this is just one ID. This is just one thing. But we got. Shall I show a few more?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So this is a YouTube, but you could also take an image. Let me go to my pages again. Let's see an image pop up. So, for example, people are on your website. Here again, they leave your website. And as you can see, here is the number 1, it's the same as Facebook. I added it here. I said 1 notification. And when people come back, boom, there's an image there, 20% off. And this is just an image grabbed from the internet. What I did with this example, I just grabbed an image, took the URL and added that in Reengager. And as you can see, it displays very well. And you see the background here is white instead of the black that we just saw, because it's all customizable. So you can design your own images, upload it to your WordPress website, grab the URL, and just paste that into Reengager. And you got a nice 20% off coupon code. So when people re-engage to your website, they see, hey, wow, I'm getting 20% off. Then they're more willing to buy your product because they're getting 20% off. So, and you can also drive them to your offer by clicking on the button below. So this is just another example. What do we have more? Just to pop up here. Let me see which one this is. I'm leaving my website. The notification shows up, I'm coming back, and this is just an HTML pop-up. This one is built with a WordPress editor, just like you're typing new messages on WordPress. When you're adding a new blog article, you're typing, you're adding pictures. I did the same thing with this pop-up. It's just an HTML editor where you can add your own text, you can add your own images. This is also an image, you can make it clickable. Just a simple HTML pop-up, but really powerful, because when people come back, you're giving them 30 greatest list building tips, and people can click here to get those tips, and then you can drive them to your opt-in page or wherever you would like to drive them to. So that's an image pop-up. What do we got more? Show height. This could be also useful when people are on your website. They see, hey, I can buy this for $29. Maybe they think it's expensive, maybe not. They're leaving your website, and look what happens now. It says $29, right? Mm-hmm. And we left. Now, when we come back, look what happens. Boom. It's now $19.
That one. That one's pretty cool.
Yeah. So this is also easy to set up, and people are more willing to buy. So this is how you get more sales from re-engaged people that are re-engaged to your website. Let me see if I got more. There's so much possible with this. Subscribe. This is something I did for myself. So when people are on your website, what I did with this example is you can also add your own code in Re-Engager. So there's an HTML code editor, or the code editor that you can open. And what I did with this pop-up, I don't know if you know Opt-in Monster, but Opt-in Monster is an online tool which lets you create opt-in forms, which you can embed on your website or as a pop-up. But I took an inline post of Opt-in Monster and I added the same code in Re-Engager. And now look what happens when people come back. Boom, they can immediately subscribe from within my pop-up because I added my own code in Re-Engager. So you can add every code you have also from your autoresponder. I have Active Campaign as autoresponder. I just create an autoresponder within or a subscription form within Active Campaign and just add this code to Re-Engager, and it will display when the pop-up shows up. So that's actually pretty cool to get more subscribers when people come back. They opt in to your list, and I think this is really powerful because people get bored by normal pop-ups. You're visiting a website. I don't say that normal pop-ups don't work, but a lot of people are getting annoyed by pop-ups. They're visiting a website, and boom, there's a pop-up, and they click it away. But now when people leave your website, they decide to come back, and then you're going to show your message. And those are two different things, because with Re-Engager, people have decided to come back, and then you're showing your message. So it's not an annoying pop-up. It's the message that you want to show them, and you can do everything that you want within this pop-up. So there are lots of ideas. There's a Google Maps like this. I will show you quickly. People are on your contact page, for example, and they come back to your website. And here's a Google Maps showing to your people, and you can add any address into Re-Engager. Just type your address, and it will show up in the pop-up. And you can also do a call to action button in here. So those are all pretty nice ideas. I think you can do a lot.
No, I love it, and that's why we decided to partner with you on this, is because we love the technology. We love all the different options. I mean, you can pretty much whatever you can think of, you can put inside of these, and I'm sure other people will come up with some really cool ideas with this as well. Do you want to show really quick the kind of how to set one up, just how easy it is to set up?
Sure. So you go to the Re-Engager section here. And there you can simply add a new campaign. So just title your campaign. So I do your example. And then here you can choose what Re-Engager you would like to activate when people come back. So here, for example, let's take the pop-up. I'm selecting the pop-up, and then you only have to scroll down and put all the settings. So I already added a lot of default settings, so you can't go wrong. So for example, I say I want a pop-up height of 600 pixels, but you can also change those. For example, if you want to say I want to have a width of 400 pixels, just change it here, and the pop-up size will change. Now here you can change the pop-up background color, and that's actually the background where the text is displayed on. So let's, for example, say I want to have a blue background within the pop-up, and my overlay color is the color that's behind your pop-up. So when people are coming back, let me just refresh one. Oh, here you see the gray background that you're seeing right here. You can change it to any color just by using this one. So for example, I'm going to say I want the background to be black. And then here you can add your own content. So for example, I say here, welcome back, and click on this little icon. Then you have some more options here. I say, welcome back. I'm saying heading 1. I center it. I got something for you. So this is exactly how you normally also make posts within WordPress. You can add your own images here by adding media. So here are some example. Here's the list building image that I just showed you. You see now I got this, and then we can do the button. So actually we're designing the one that you already saw. Alignment in the center. So this is pretty easy, right? To set up your pop-up. Now here you can do some padding. You can add your own CSS. Some people will absolutely like this, that they can add their own CSS to the pop-up. And here are all the other settings, like the activation time. So how fast do you want people to see that re-engager get activated? So how fast will the number appear in the tab? So you can put it to whatever number you like. So let's put this on thousands just for the example, so it will activate quickly. The action speed, this is the speed, how quick the pop-up will show up. So you can also wait a few seconds and then the pop-up will show up, or you can show it immediately. And here's the message that you can show. So as you see with Facebook, there's set 3 Facebook. Well, the same thing you can do here. Just type your message here. You can say 30% discount, 20% discount. You can, well, you got the point. And here you can change the blink rate. So that's how fast it will blink in your browser tab. Some people will like to blink it fast, and others say, no, I don't want to do it fast. Just do it slow. Well, you can customize it to your own needs. You can test it, what works, what doesn't work. And then here you can choose if you want to activate the favicon. So that's the little thing you see, the Facebook favicon here. If you want to activate it, just click on yes. It's by default on yes. You can change the number, so you can also say, I got 3 messages for you ready on my website. And then the favicon background color. Yeah, you can change. As you can see, everything is very customizable within just one re-engager action. You can choose a circle or a rectangle. You can choose where it appears, at the top left, top right. So this could be useful if you're designing your little favicon where it needs to show on the left or right side. And then you can upload your own favicon. So here you can just upload your own JPEG files. So let's take this one, for example. So this was pretty simple, right?
Very.
Just publish the thing, and then grab this little code here at the right side, copy it, and then just go to the page that you want to activate. I'm going to add a new page right here, call it example. And the only thing you have to do is just paste the code within the article, the post, the page, wherever you would like re-engager to show up, and click on publish, and re-engager works. Let's see how it works. So people are visiting this website. I'm leaving my website. You see the notification here, the number 3 is now showing up instead of the number 1. People come back, and here you got the pop-up. So you probably need to change some colors in the pop-up, but I show you can change everything. So that's how easy re-engager is to set up on your website.
Yeah, again, it's a great technology, really easy to use, and it's going to take the traffic that you already get and give you even more traffic. Now, the front end offer, it's going to include everything that, all the different examples that we've shown you today. It also has the stat tracking you can see there on the right hand side, the visited and the return, so you can actually measure how many people have come back to your site. I know that you also have a site wide as well, that you can make it so that
that's
you can
right.
put it,
yeah, that's correctly. So I can also go here to settings. And then, for example, here are all the campaigns that we created within re-engager. Now, for example, if you say, I want to have my YouTube re-engager on every page, on every blog post, anywhere on my site, just change this campaign to YouTube and then save your changes. Now, when I go to my website, and this is not the YouTube page, but when I refresh this page, this was the example page we just saw with HTML pop-up. When I leave this page and I come back, look what happens. Now the YouTube Reengager shows up. So this will appear everywhere on your website just by enable it in the general settings. You can choose which campaign you want to run on the whole website. So that's pretty cool. So, and you can also disable it by just clicking one button. Sometimes you also see when people are deleting their plugins or do something else, you see all the shortcodes on their site. If you don't want that, just disable the plugin, save changes, and the plugin won't work, and you will not see the shortcodes on your website.
Cool. Okay, so that's the front end offer, everyone, that you're going to see on the sales page. It's going to include that. That's going to be personal rights to the software, so you can use it on your personal websites. Now, we do have, unless there's anything else that you wanted to mention on the front end, Tim, is that pretty much everything? Anything I missed here on the front end before we move on into the OTOs?
I think this is pretty much it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Vimeo. You can also use Vimeo. Oh, you can also use URLs. I don't know if I show you that. Yeah, I think I started with that or not. No. Let me show you one more thing. That's the URL. Let me see if I got it here. Let's see. Google Maps image pop-up. You can
external
also
website pop-up. Is that maybe?
Yeah. Was it shown external website?
External website pop-up. Is that maybe it?
Yes. This one. So this is an external website pop-up. So you're visiting my site and you leave my site. What you also can do. This is very powerful, actually. Let me see here. People come back, and what you're seeing here is the sales page of Reengager.
I like that one.
So you can do it very easily. Let me show you in Reengager. Let me go to the settings, external websites pop up. Here I just wrong one. Let me see website. Here it is. The only thing you have to do here is click this option with image, YouTube, Vimeo, Google Maps URL, and then just paste the external website here. So especially if you're in internet marketing and you're promoting stuff, this could be really useful because you can also add your affiliate link in here.
I like that.
So when you're adding your JVZoo link or Warrior Plus or whatever link in here, this website will show up in a pop-up. And that's what you're seeing right here. So here you see Reengager, the sales page. If you have added your affiliate link in Reengager, now actually when people buy from your pop-up, you'll get money from this because you added your JVZoo link in here. So you can just scroll the external website in here. So that's pretty cool. You could also add a call to action button on the bottom here to send them to the actual sales page. So I think this is pretty cool, and I have to say that not every website accepts this because not everyone allows to embed external webs or to let their website embed in your website, but a lot of websites do. So and especially I think JVZoo sales pages, I don't think they have a problem, as you see right here. You can just embed.
Ours allows our sales page is. We're very happy to have people do this.
Exactly. So this is also a thing that you get with the front end offer. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the front end offer, everyone. You're going to see, of course, we're going to have an early bird discount during the launch. The price will go up throughout the launch and then go way up at the end. So just so you know, if you want to get the lowest price that you're going to see once you get there, of course, it's going to change depending upon when you watch this and when you click on the link and check that out. Okay, so the first OTO is the Pro version, and I'll let you kind of tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. Yeah, the Pro version has a few more options. Let me switch to another screen here. This is actually my active campaign. You see, I created here the pop-up, the thing that you just saw in my pop-up. Oh no, you didn't see it. I'm going to show you right here. Let me show you. This is the OTO. The two things, or you're getting more than two things with the OTO. First thing that you get with the OTO is the redirect option. Now, what is the redirect option? When people come back to your website, you can redirect them to any kind of website. Let me add a new campaign because I don't want to mess up this other campaign. So when you click on the redirect, you can add your own URL. So again, you can add your affiliate link in here. And then when people come back to your website, they will be driven straight to the page that you defined here. So for example, if you have our sales page here from Reengager, your affiliate link, when people come back, they will be immediately be driven to the sales page of Reengager. So that's the first option. I don't know if you want me to show it or if it's clear this way.
I think it's pretty clear. I mean, they go away and then
Yeah.
they're redirected. When they come back to the page, they're sent off to
Yeah.
that page.
Exactly. And then if you're using an affiliate link, you get paid when they buy from that page. So that's pretty clear, I guess. The other thing that you get is the inbox option, and that's a pretty cool option. Let me go to the inbox here. I already configured one because we always say the money is in the list. Why? Because people love to read messages. People love to read emails, and because in an email you can say a lot more than in just a pop-up. So what I created is an inbox option with Reengager, and let me show you how that works in action. Let me show that first so you will understand. So let me reload this page. People are on your website here, and then they leave your website, and then there's a little message here. And then when people come back, look what happens. Boom. There's a custom inbox straight in front of their eyes. And you can add up to 5 different messages in this inbox. So for example, they can click on this and look, they can just see your message. And this is what you just saw from ActiveCampaign. This thing I created in ActiveCampaign, I grabbed the code from ActiveCampaign and added this in the inbox pop-up.
So that was like a custom
people-
HTML code that you added in there?
Yes, so this is my pop-up. I don't know if I'm logged in still here. Yeah, you see, so this is the script that I'm copying this script and I added this in the inbox. I will show you in a minute on the back end how that works. So this is just one example, but you can add up to 5 messages. You can also say connect with me on Facebook, and then here people can connect to you, or you can just add your own messages. I did a review of WP Twin is back. Here you can do your own review with a buy now button. It's just the same WordPress editor that you're normally using, but you're using it now to create inbox messages. How to start a business online. Here you can add your own videos just within your inbox. So that's pretty cool, and also free download or whatever message you would like to have in your inbox. And also this is everything you're seeing right here is configurable. The background, the header here. So let me go to this campaign. For example, here you see it's a red header, right? Well, you can change it to a blue header or a purple header. And you can say, I want to have a black background. We update this campaign. We refresh this page. Now look how fast you have changed your pop-up. Let me go back. And now when we go back, you see it's got a totally different style. You can match it up with your own website, the colors that you like, very quickly. So the backend is really simple. When you scroll down, just click on the inbox message here at the right side. You will get this when you buy the first OTO. And then here you can change the header color, the overlay color, as I showed you before. And here you see up to 5 messages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's that simple. Here's message 1. You can add your message title, the subtitle that you're seeing right here. You see the title and the subtitle. And then you can also upload your own thumbnail image that you're seeing at the left side here. And then here is your editor. Now you're not seeing very much because here I added the ActiveCampaign code that I just showed you. You see? So this is actually pasted from ActiveCampaign within this code editor. I saved it and it shows you this from ActiveCampaign. But the other one, start a business online, let me show you that one. That's the last message. Just click on the last tab. The 4 is that. You see, I've added here just a YouTube video. I added my own text in here. I added my own button in here. It's just the way you're making your own blog posts. And the only thing you have to do is just update or save your Reengager and add it with a shortcode to the page where you like to show up. And it will show up the way you just saw. And the bottom is exactly the same as all the other options where you can set your title, the speed, etc., your thumbnail, a favicon image. So yeah, that's how simple the inbox is. But I think it's really powerful because now you're allowed to send 4 or 5 messages to people when they come back to your website. And then actually the little number, if you say, for example, in this case, you add a little number 4, it makes sense because you're showing 4 messages to the people. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool. And also it will convert people to sales and to your opt-ins.
Yeah, you're going to get even more, you're going to be leveraging your traffic even more with this and getting more interactions, getting more clicks. You might get them to check out your WP Twin review and maybe check out your How to Start a Business article as well, and maybe get more clicks from that same visitor.
Exactly. And also the nice thing is that people will stay longer on your website, which Google also likes. When people are longer on your website is interesting. Google noticed that. And then your website will also rank higher because people stay longer on your website. I also have to mention another thing that you will get is you get the developer's license also at the OTO, where you can use this plugin to all your client sites. So you can use everything you've seen so far. You can use this also on your clients' websites.
Cool. Okay, so that's the OTO one. I'm gonna go over the two other OTOs because these are things that Brett and I have added in special. And Tim, if you want to come back to us, you can. If you want to stop sharing your screen and show your face again here. While you're doing that, the second OTO, what Brett and I have added in here is if you have bought products through us before, a lot of the times what we like to do is we like to add in a special agency reseller addition to this. So instead of it just being a link that you pick up, you're actually going to be able to go out there and have your own sales page. You get a buy button that you put on into our software. There'll be an example of it on the page where we're going to walk you through it, but pretty much you control the buyer's list, you control the product, you can have affiliates that promote it for you. You can go out there and use this as an OTO in a sales funnel that you create. So you're going to really be able to take all the hard work that Tim has done, all the hard work that Brett and I have done in putting together the marketing materials for this, and be able to go and sell this as your own product there. So it's a really cool opportunity. It's something that we have our customers, they love this about us. I would probably guess that, Tim, you probably own agency access to one of Brett's softwares. I'd be surprised if you don't have any.
Yes, I have it. Yes.
So it's something that a lot of people love to pick up, and just make sure you check that out. It's not for everyone, but it's one of those things that it's really a different way of doing things. You don't have to deal with like white label things where you have to install a website. You don't need a domain name. You don't need to buy hosting. You don't need to buy anything except for, of course, the agency.
It's perfect. I mean, if you know how much work creating a plugin is, and then you can just buy the resale rights for it. That's so easy because I've worked months on this plugin. It's not within a few days this thing was done. I've built, I think, 4 to 6 months working on this project and now launching this product. And you can just buy this and sell it as your own product. So, and with your own sales page, with your own buy button, with your own YouTube video on top of it. So I think Brett has done a real cool job on that one to make it as easy as possible for you to sell your own product, because that's the way to go.
Yeah, so that's going to be an optional OTO there. And the last optional OTO is going to be the same type of thing, agency reseller rights. So you can do the same thing. You get your buy button, you put it on the page. You don't have to worry about being approved as an affiliate and getting denied and stuff that I know a lot of people have that problem when they're first getting started. And you can sell a course of Brett's called Brett Circle that is going to teach you how to do affiliate marketing, product creation, etc. So if you're learning, the cool thing about that is that it actually has like a course inside that will teach you how to do all this. Plus, you can go ahead and then resell that with your agency license and keep 100% of the profits here. So a lot of people ask us, Tim, they're like, so what do you guys get out of this? Like if we're doing, like, it almost sounds too good to be true. And they're like, so what's the catch here? What's going on? Well, if there's the only catch to all of that is that we make the money when you guys buy the agency rights to it. So that's the only time, that's the only point that we make any money from this. When you guys buy that, we make that money, and then we say, here it is, here's everything. We do the support for you. We do all the updates. We have to do the hosting. We have hosting that costs us thousands of dollars per year for our servers and whatnot. So it really takes away all that stuff for you. But Tim, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Is there anything that we missed? Anything you wanted to mention? Any last words before we wrap it up?
I think we covered everything. Well, we can we can do a lot more, but then we talk for hours. I don't
Sure.
think that we won't do that. So no, I think we mentioned everything, and I think you saw how powerful re-engager is. So well, if you're seeing this video and I just say grab it up while the price is still low, and even if the price is raised up, it's worth the money. I'm guarantee you that. No.
Awesome, Tim. Again, thank you so much, and best of luck with our
Yes.
launch.
Thank you for having me here.
You're very welcome.
I hope you enjoyed the interview today with Tim. If you are interested in picking up Re-engager at its lowest price, you're going to want to come back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, March 4th. You're going to be able to get an early bird discounted price along with some really cool bonuses listed on the sales page. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.